Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 9. It's official, we have a date for the final season and we're going to be breaking it down as well as the synopsis for the premiere episode of Season 9 in this video. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future DCTV videos later this year. So as you guys all know, we've been waiting for an official date for a while now. Actually, in the last couple of weeks, there's been two things going around. There's been two rumors mainly. The first thing that set everything off was the trailer that was released, or supposedly released, and it turned out to be a fan trailer. It fooled a lot of people. I made a video about that. You can go check that out. It's up on the channel. But then the second thing was this article was released earlier in the week by Spoiler TV. Now, Spoiler TV are pretty much normally quite accurate about the information that they give out, and so they are one of the kind of reputable sources out there. However, they were actually released a date for The Flash pretty damn early, and people were very suspicious about it, especially because no one else was picking up on it when, you know, they're supposed to be quite reputable, but everyone waited until today. And it's good that people waited and didn't take their word for it, because actually the January 31st date that they provided literally earlier this week turns out to be wrong, and it's proven wrong by the official release of a TV Line article that I'm reading off, and you will find in a link in the description below, called The Flash's Final Season Set for February Premiere at the CW. So that's right, it's official. The Flash isn't coming back in January, it isn't coming back in March, it's in fact coming back in February. But it's not going to be on its usual Tuesday date. As you guys know, The Flash did previously move to a Wednesday, and it's going to be on a Wednesday this coming year for its final season. And so the article begins like this: one of the big glaring gaps in the CW's mid-season schedule has been filled by way of a premiere date for The Flash's 9th and final season. However, I have to note they haven't actually released a Superman Lois premiere date, but you can expect it in the next week or so, considering that they released this week. So yeah, be on the lookout. But anyway, so the official date for The Flash coming back is Wednesday, February 8th, and it's going to be at its normal time slot of 8/7 Central. You know, you can translate it to wherever you guys are from in terms of your time zones, but all you have to know is the date that it's coming out, and it's pretty much going to be similar to previous years. And you have to remember, it's only going to be 13 episodes. The CW has not said anything in regards to, is it going to run 13 weeks straight, or is it going to run with breaks in the middle? We can presume it's going to have breaks, especially since there is March Madness after February, obviously. They normally do actually have quite a few breaks there, especially if there's like big games on, and I know the new CW are very much so into trying to show some of those games, and so you can expect maybe The Flash to take a couple breaks here and there. I have to be honest, I am not opposed to breaks, especially since it's The Flash's final season, because it will just prolong it for longer, and obviously that is good as a fan, although it's not great to kind of split up the episodes, because sometimes you forget what happened in the previous episode. A big situation like that happened last year with Superman Lois, and I think that was one case where there was way too many breaks because it kind of ruined the flow of the season. However, we don't know this for now. This is just me speculating. I have no idea if The Flash is going to have any breaks in Season 9, but it's going to lead into Kung Fu. So Kung Fu is another CW show that will come just after it and premiere actually on the same date. So this is officially happening February 8th. Now, were we expecting February 8th? I would say I actually said on live streams, which I do every Thursday, we're going to be streaming this Thursday about this. So if you want to talk about this topic with me, to do with The Flash's release date and the synopsis we're about to break down, please be sure to tune in every Thursday. So turn on those notifications so you get notified when I go live. But I pretty much said that I think it was coming in February. I thought March was too late. I thought January was like a little bit too early, because they would have announced it with the other mid-season shows that they announced were coming out in January. And I'm not surprised that it's coming on a Wednesday. However, I think it would have been nice and nostalgic to go back to a Tuesday, because you guys know The Flash is pretty much mostly aired on Tuesdays throughout its entire run, apart from in, you know, the recent years where it's changed to a Wednesday. I don't actually remember how long it was on a Wednesday for, But this new CW regime is continuing the Wednesdays. They obviously see it as a decent time slot for the show. And so, yeah, let's move on to what the new head of the CW had to say and the synopsis for the first episode. So, Brad Schwartz, the new CW president of entertainment, which we talked about recently, has come out and said this: "The Flash will be remembered as one of the greatest shows in the history of the CW, and everyone involved in its excellent 9-season run should be very proud. The team has delivered an epic final season filled with plenty of twists, guest stars and surprises that will delight every fan. Now is the time to catch up and enjoy this fantastic final ride alongside the fastest man alive." So that is the official statement from the new CW president of entertainment. It's good to see him actually striking a positive note with one of the CW's shows, especially the fictional shows, because as you guys know, the CW have made some very kind of harsh decisions. They've been cancelling a bunch of shows, and it seems like they're going to be cutting away a lot of those shows that are still remaining. But obviously the Flash is in a different situation because they have filmed half of their season, which was actually confirmed by Danielle Panabaker just the other day, that they are at the halfway mark roughly in terms of episodes filmed. So I believe they're on episode 7 as of right now. And so the Flash obviously chose to end with season 9 and supposedly chose the episode count. So it seems everything has gone according to plan for the Flash. And yeah, so it's definitely true what Brad says, that it's definitely one of the greatest shows in the history of the CW, and everyone should be very proud who worked on it, because it is really what kind of kicked off, you know, the greater Arrowverse. It was obviously started with Arrow, and they were the initial inciters. I mean, they were the ones to officially introduce the Flash for the very first time and give us Grant Gustin on the screen, so we are eternally grateful to Arrow, of course. But I'm saying it kind of expanded it, and that was obviously because of the crossovers, but because of the introduction of the multiverse, and that was something that the Flash team came up with. And so, yeah, they should definitely be very proud, and Brad Schwartz teases that they have delivered an epic final season filled with plenty of twists. We're obviously expecting lots of twists and turns. That's just how The Flash goes and how any Arrowverse shows generally go. And lots of guest stars, which obviously we've been very excited about. We know that Batwoman's showing up. We know there's going to be an alternate Javicia Leslie Batwoman, who is Red Death. So that's obviously one of the guest stars, well, playing 2 roles. And then we know there is a Supergirl guest star, so there will probably be a couple more, and I believe him mentioning the guest stars is definitely them trying to say, look, everyone come back, we got lots of stuff for you, this is going to be like your best moment to be nostalgic as we bring back a bunch of your favorites. And so obviously fans are going to get excited about these guest stars and surprises. So yeah, really looking forward to this. Let's go ahead and break down the official synopsis for season 9. So season 9 picks up 1 week after the Reverse Flash has been defeated. So after defeating the Reverse Flash once and for all, the 13 episode season 9 picks up 1 week later following their epic battle. But when a deadly new group of rogues descend on Central City led by a powerful new threat, the Flash and his team must once again defy impossible odds to save the day. But as the rogues are defeated, a deadly new adversary rises to challenge Barry Allen's heroic legacy. And in their greatest battle yet, Barry and Team Flash will be pushed to their limits in order to save Central City one last time. So there you have it, that is the official synopsis for season 9. Now this isn't specifically about the premiere episode, episode 1, this is kind of teasing the whole season. It actually teases 2 parts of the season, which is very interesting. It teases the start, and the start obviously is to do with the rogues, and everyone that has been theorizing that we're going to have rogues this season and it's going to like be a full lineup of rogues, your theories have been confirmed, and that is the case. It's going to be led by a powerful new threat. I wonder if that threat is going to be Red Death, or is that threat going to be the new Captain Boomerang? I would have to guess maybe this is going to be a rogues team potentially led by Red Death. I think that would be an awesome new twist, especially since like Goldface, the Hotness, and Pied Piper all show up in an episode where Red Death is also present, so I wonder. And also Captain Boomerang is showing up in multiple episodes this season. We've seen that from behind the scenes photos, so I wonder if it's one of the two. I think it's definitely one of the two, but I'm not sure. I would say with a powerful new threat, it sounds more like Red Death. But once again, I could be completely wrong, and maybe Red Death is the deadly new adversary that is born out of the Rogue's defeat. And so once again, Team Flash is going to have to defy all odds to save the day during the first half of the season. And then with the new deadly adversary, like I said, it could be Red Death or it could be someone else. Potentially it could be Cobalt Blue, who was teased at the end of last season with the cliffhanger ending. However, we haven't seen any sign of Cobalt Blue in terms of him behind the scenes in filming, but they could be doing stuff away from the streets, and you know, they just haven't got round to going and filming in public with him yet. And obviously it's going to be teased as their greatest battle yet, their final battle, and apparently this adversary is going to challenge Barry Allen's legacy because they are that powerful. Well, obviously we think Reverse Flash when we think about someone who could challenge him that much, and Red Death does sound like someone who could be like on par with Zoom and Reverse Flash. However, I'm going to say it's probably going to be someone different, although I think Reverse Flash will show up at the end of the season for sure, because we need to go full circle, and I've mentioned this many times recently, but I really want the Flash to end or have at least one episode centered around Reverse Flash and the Flash as they go back to the night that Barry Allen's mum is killed. Obviously Nora, we've seen that death many times, but we've never seen it from the perspective of that Barry, that future Flash, coming back in time and chasing Reverse Flash, and obviously having to choose to not save his mum because he knows how history is supposed to go down. And I find it interesting that the synopsis says, after defeating the Reverse Flash once and for all. That makes it seem pretty final that potentially we won't be seeing Reverse Flash, but I think we're kidding ourselves if we don't think Eric Wallace is going to bring back Tom Cavanaugh or Matt Letcher for one final big battle between the two foes. He's such a big Flash fan that I see no way in that being actually possible, that the Reverse Flash is done once and for all and forever. So I think in its 13 episodes in season 9, we're definitely going to see Reverse Flash at least once, maybe in just a cameo, but I would say it's probably going to be a bigger thing. But that pretty much does it for now. That is the official release date of The Flash Season 9 Episode 1, aka the mid-season premiere. Well, it's actually kind of the premiere, but it's premiering at mid-season for the CW. That is coming on Wednesday, February 8th at 8/7 Central on the CW. This is the final season. Obviously we're going to be making videos on The Flash Season 9 throughout the entire season and before and after it. So for now, if you did enjoy the video and if you're excited for the new season, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, subscribe and turn on notifications to not miss any future videos. Also, I wanted to remind you guys that our DCTV show merch is now available in the link in the description below. The offer still applies for 10 more days until the 15th of December. If you buy 2 or more items from the store, you will be getting sent a very special extra package from me in the post that is Arrowverse related and signed by myself. So that pretty much does it. Thank you for watching. Click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video. But for now, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.
I see red.